Alright, we're in Newcastle and we are looking at a lot of new openings over the last 6 months. Did a video earlier in the year which was around Cilantro and Rudy's, so we'll not be featuring those, but there's been loads of new openings since then, so we're going to have a look at what has opened. Please subscribe to the channel if you don't already subscribe, and let's have a look. First on the list is Priy Press, which do fruit juices. So Priy Press as in the Priory in Tynemouth. That's where their first shop was, and now they've moved to the town. Nelson Street, same street as Mowgli, which is another new opening. So Priy Press, they do, as I say, lots of freshly squeezed juices. They do little small plates of food as well. Kind of healthy stuff. But yes, Priy Press, you can get acai bowls, sandwiches, smoothies and juice. Nice healthy option if you're in the town. So that's that. And then Mowgli, I will link the video below for our previous visit to Mowgli. So this has just opened earlier this year. Nisha Katona's popular chain of Indian street food. We really like Mowgli. We've been to Mowgli all over the country before, previously before it came to Newcastle, and now that's in Newcastle we have visited, and it's we really enjoyed it. We've seen some mixed reviews online of Mowgli, but check it out for yourself. We like it. We think it's really good. Then you've got Pho, which is a Vietnamese restaurant. I guess they specialise in pho. Again, it's another chain. We've never been to this chain yet. We've got other Vietnamese restaurants in Newcastle, independent ones that we visit. We'll give this a try eventually. Then you've got Ihouse Brown, which is opened not too long ago, which is like a coffee shop. Do loads of cakes and stuff like that, loads of gluten-free options, and that's right next to Hippie Green, if you know it. 2 seconds walk from Monument, right next to Eldon Square. Ihouse Brown recently opened as well, and this is just a coffee house really. Takeout, which we did. We got ourselves a tea and a coffee. You can also sit in, loads of nice seating in the cafe. They've got loads of little cakes that you can buy, loads of little pastries, and as I mentioned there just in the introduction, there is some gluten-free options. Lots of nice food. This is Wingstop fried chicken chain, which is just on the edge of Eldon Square. Let's see what this is all about. Another chain, Wingstop. So this one, it does wings, it does tenders, it does burgers, it does loaded fries, all the usual type of fare you'd expect, and there's a load of different flavours that you can get added to your chicken. We're in Wingstop. First impression, it's like being in like a Sean Paul nightclub or something. Music is unbelievably loud. We've ordered some chicken, first time trying here. You probably can't hear us. We'll put some subtitles on, and then we'll see what the chicken's like. Right, really hoping you can hear us. It's insanely loud. Don't want to sound like an old man, but it's like being in a discotheque. As soon as I say that, the music goes down in the whole restaurant. He has us bitching about the music. But I've ordered the food about 8 minutes ago. I've only ordered 3 tenders. I've got absolutely no idea how this place works. I've never ever been to a Wingstop before. We were given that. So usually when you get things in places like this, when you go to sit and wait for your food, there might be a giant electronic board with all the numbers on, and then your number is shown. I don't know, maybe they'll scream on the microphone when it's time. But there's been other people getting food and nobody screamed on a microphone. So I've got absolutely no idea what we're supposed to do, when we'll get with food. We've ordered a really small order. I thought it would just be like ready like that. 3 chicken tenders and a dip. I just thought that would be straightforward. It doesn't seem like it is. And it's not very busy either. It's 6:15 on a Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Tuesday night, 6:15 on a Tuesday night. It's not peak Saturday time or anything like that. Anyway, let's see what happens when the food comes. Right, chicken's here. So it took 15 minutes to get those 3 tenders, which, as I say, it's not particularly busy. It's busy now actually, but it wasn't when we ordered. So that is the tender. So that's a spicy Korean sauce that you've got. You get 10 different flavours. This is the spicy Korean flavour, and we've got the ranch dip. It's already felt the bits of my finger. Don't think it's particularly spicy. Do you think it's spicy? It's not spicy at all, is it?
I've got a little bit afterwards, but nothing really well eaten.
Quite messy. For a Korean sauce, there's a little bit of heat afterwards, but not a massive amount. It's more like a sticky barbecue sauce rather than spicy Korean sauce. But I guess Korean barbecue kind of loosely related, I suppose, so it's not a great sauce, not a great flavour. It's alright. Not game changing. It's probably a no from me. So Canoe are hot chocolate specialists, and they are right next to Monument. What more can you say? They serve hot chocolate. Maybe I'm too old for this trend, but hot chocolate. You can buy hot chocolate to take away, to make at home. You can also just get it to take out, and there's also a lot of cake options. I love chocolate, but I don't get it. And the next one on the list, it's a little bit of a cheat, so it's House of Tides. House of Tides has been there, well established for over 10 years now. But actually in the last few months I've just started doing bar snacks in the bar down below. So it used to be a bit of a holding area downstairs before you went up to the main restaurant. So you don't need a reservation, and they've launched a brand new bar menu. So you can go in and have a drink, a couple of little snacks. Don't need any reservations, pop in any day or night, and it's canny. Yeah, we're big fans of House of Tides, so they're now using this downstairs bar area to serve a bit more of a relaxed bar menu. We got the olives, we got the fish cakes, and we got the croquettes. Really, really good food as always. Michelin star, it's exactly what you'd expect. You can go in anytime you want for drinks and for cocktails. And also they've just launched a new a la carte menu upstairs in the restaurant, so you don't just have to get the tasting menu. If a tasting menu isn't for you, and I understand for a lot of people it's not their sort of best first choice of dining, so you can do a la carte, and the food is of a very high quality. So next up is the Dakota Hotel. So the Dakota Hotel is quite a new hotel, it's just along by the quayside. Luxury hotel. So we've never been here yet. We're going to pop in, we're going to have a drink, I'm going to have a Negroni, see what it's like. So let's have a look. So the Dakota Hotel, luxury hotel, lots of dark wood, all that sort of thing, moody, dark lighting, the blinds half shut even though it was bright sunshine outside. They do a bar menu here as well. Price is quite interesting. They do olives, which are the same price as a Michelin star House of Tides, and they also do some peppers which are more expensive than the Michelin star House of Tides. I really wish I'd got the olives just so I could compare and see what they're actually like. This is the Negroni, which I am about to drink. Pretty decent Negroni, but no orange. After a few more sips of that Negroni, I realised they hadn't actually put any vermouth in it, and when I checked the menu, it looks like the cocktail, the Negroni, at this place is just gin and Campari. That's not a Negroni. One thing's for sure, there's a lot of chains coming to Newcastle, which is a good thing because there's massive chains willing to invest in the city, which means there's something happening in the city, but also it can mean that a lot of the independent traders in Newcastle start losing a bit of business to these chains. So it's very, very important to keep supporting the local businesses. And next up is the Lockup in Ihouse, which is a really, really cool little space. Used to be a Lockup. You'll have seen the video that we did previously on this, and I'll link that one below, where we went to Soku at the Lockup. So they are doing sort of residencies. I think Soku ends in July. Upcoming, you'll see some content of when we went to Soku, but this is the Lockup. So yeah, you've seen a previous video on this place. If you haven't seen it, I'll link this one below. We loved Soku. We got a lot of people saying it was a bit too expensive, but that bill was driven up by all the cocktails because we had a lot of booze. There's the beautiful chicken wings. I think these are going to try and open their own place in a few months' time, so keep an eye out for that one. So yeah, you've got the restaurant space downstairs, the kitchen and whatnot. There's going to be different restaurants taking residency there once Soku finishes, which I think's in July. But you've also got upstairs above that like a balcony looking out over Ihouse. It's really good for cocktails. And that's your whack. Loads of places there opened kind of in the last 6 months in Newcastle. Try to be a little bit better doing these videos because I was going to try and do them every month. We did a bit more of an in-depth one of Cilantro and Rudy's, but this one's been a bit more of a whistle-stop tour. We'll try and keep doing them because there's constantly new places opening. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you don't already. And you can scan that QR code there, and that takes you through to all of our socials. So you can follow her on Instagram and Threads and Facebook and TikTok. You can send her an email if you want to work with her. Send her an email. And also we've got a brand new website which we've just launched, so you can also go and have a look at that. But yes, thank you for watching. If you don't subscribe, please consider subscribing because it really does help. A lot of people watch the videos but don't subscribe, so please do, and we can keep making this sort of content. And we'll see you on the next one.